on Tyra.
It was one of the most controversial moments of this year's VMAs. Now, I'm asking the question everybody wants the answer to. What were you thinking?
Plus, a Tyra social experiment.
Girls who will do anything to be famous.
Would you consent to, leaking nude photographs?
Yeah.
A sex tape, is that something you'd consider doing?
Anything that works for you.
You're willing to do that.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Now on Tyra.
Generation Y. Now, Generation Y are 18 to 25-year-olds. They revealed that over half of them said being famous was their #1 goal in life. Over half of them being famous. Now, some people, we know they're superstars because they are super beyond talented, like Beyonce. She's an incredible singer, an incredible dancer. Angelina Jolie, an amazing actress. The Williams sisters are extraordinary athletes, like out-of-this-world athletes. But so many kids who aspire to be famous these days do not have anything in particular that's a talent. They can't sing, they can't dance or act or play sports, but they still feel entitled to get their 15 minutes of fame. And they're not crazy because in 2009, it really is possible to become famous just for being famous. We have 5 young women here who say that being famous is their destiny and they'll do anything to make it happen. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Okay, so what do you want to be famous for? Why is it so important to you, Shanice?
Well, I want to be famous for, I've always wanted to be a runway model, but I don't fit the criteria, so I've decided I just want to be urban, just an urban model. And I've had previous jobs in my years that I didn't feel was meant for me. Like, I can't find a job that I like to do, and I just feel like the Hollywood, LA is where I belong.
So I hear you keep quitting your jobs.
Yes, I quit every job I get.
And then Jennifer, what kind of famous do you want? What do you want to be famous for?
I want to be a model or an actress. It really doesn't matter because I just want to be famous. I want attention, I want the money, I want the fame.
I hear you want the tabloids to say stuff about you.
I want the tabloids to say, Jennifer Richie was eating here, Jennifer Richie was shopping here, I just want everybody to know my name and see my picture.
Even the negative stuff the tabloids say, that's fine too?
I mean, it's not going to bother me. I know what in my heart is what's true and what's not, so it wouldn't bother me, no.
Just tell them. You just want them to know where you're shopping. Okay, Sharita, now I understand that you couldn't get into a club one day, and so you had to get some help.
Yeah, me and my cousin, we went to a club. It was full. It was after an NBA game. The bouncer wasn't letting anybody in, so my cousin called one of the NBA players in there. He came outside, papered it up to the bouncer, and we got in just like that.
And you're like, why does he have to do that? I want to be able to get the power to do that. And Shanice, I know that you have been scammed before.
Yes. I went to this photo shoot, and this guy, I told him what type of pictures I wanted, really sexy, so he told me to take off my top. I was fine with that. I was comfortable, but he kept
topless?
Yes. And to do the hand bra thing. So then
the hand bra thing. I never heard that. What is a hand bra thing?
Where you're topless, but your hand is
the hand bra. I never heard that before. Okay, so he asked you to do the hand bra, so you did the hand bra thing.
And then he insisted I take off my bottom, and at that point I just felt really uncomfortable, and I just left. I let him keep the money, everything.
Okay, but recently a guy told you that he was remaking Casablanca.
Yes, I was supposed to star in that movie, and I went to his house, we met, and we took some very explicit photos.
Did you do the hand bra?
Yeah, no, it was topless.
Topless.
It was very explicit. He had me shake them and just really weird. And I felt uncomfortable then. And then he asked me to go over the script, and I was in a robe, and I went over the script, and he put something in my drink. I felt really,
He put something in your drink?
Yes.
And then what happened? You drank it, and then?
I didn't drink it. I just swallowed it because I knew better. I just felt, I was sick from what was on my tongue. And I went to the hospital, and I was dehydrated, and they found out what was in it. It was some type of medicine or some type of pills.
Yeah, it's probably a roofie, which is a date rape drug. Okay. Tasha, you want to be super famous as well.
Yes, I would like to be a TV, radio personality. That's my goal.
Okay, I hear that you want to show the haters something.
Well, everybody has haters, so you always be in a situation where you could laugh in their face. That would be nice.
Okay, that'd be nice. And you've been scammed before too?
I have. I did a photo shoot, and it was implied nude, so I'm nude for him.
For the photographer?
The photographer, yes. And I thought he was just gonna brush my hair to the side, and he leaned over and kissed me, and it was already awkward as enough when you're naked, and then some guy just kisses you, and so it was really very uncomfortable. So I didn't really want to make him mad, so I just said, oh, you know, it's okay or whatever. And he asked me for a drink after the shoot, and I'm like, you know, I don't really want to take a drink with you. So I just made up a lie. I was like, oh, I have to pick up my son.
So you have a son?
I do have a son.
You have a son in this quest to be famous and to show the haters that you are what?
Just that you shouldn't doubt people, or you shouldn't hate. Basically, you shouldn't even hate. You
So the answer to hate is fame to you?
Well, not exactly fame, but that's a success would be an example, you know.
So like naked pictures to the haters, what does that show them? Won't they just keep hating with the naked pictures?
The haters gonna hate no matter what you do.
Exactly, so then why you want to be famous? It's not just the haters, because they're gonna hate no matter what.
I would like to be famous just for my own personal, not just the haters.
But for yourself. Sarah, I hear that you pretend you're famous. What does that mean?
Oh, yeah.
How do you pretend you're famous?
Well, if nobody's going to look at me, I got to draw some kind of attention towards myself. So when I go out, I'm like, oh, my God, don't look.
You're like, don't look.
Oh, my God.
Won't they think that you just have, like, acne or something?
Maybe, but then when I take it down, I'm like, big sunglasses, scarf.
And I understand you've actually paid people before. What have you paid?
I paid like $5 to a 13-year-old kid in Atlanta to like come up to me like down the street.
To come up to you and ask for your autograph?
Yeah.
You were trying to impress somebody?
No, I love it.
You just, so it was just for you?
Yeah.
It wasn't even for the haters.
No.
You just asked a boy to, and you said, I'll give you $5 to ask for my autograph, and nobody's watching.
Yeah.
Just for you.
People are always watching.
Always watching, darling. I mean, to be famous, they're always watching, darling, aren't they? Oh, okay. Well, all these ladies said they were willing to do anything to become famous, but what they don't know is we already put them to a test in a hidden camera social experiment. We're going to see what happens after the break. And when they say they want to do anything, they want to do anything. We'll be right back. Still to come, Lil Mama's VMA shocker. I have to ask you, what the hell were you thinking? What were you thinking? To stick around because I'm sure we all saw the VMAs and have heard a lot about Lil Mama jumping on the stage when Jay-Z and Alicia Keys were performing. Lil Mama is here, and I'm going to have a very in-depth conversation about what the heck was she thinking to jump on that stage. You guys have to stay in tune for that on this show today. Now, I'm with women right now that say that they will do anything to reach their goal of being famous, even if they have no special ability, no ability to sing or dance or act or model or anything. They just found out they were part of a Tyra Show social experiment to see how far they would go. Yeah, y'all. See how far they would go. Let's see how far. I hear it's very far. Let's see. A fictitious talent management office was created in downtown Manhattan, equipped with furniture, computers, and fake headshots. We placed hidden cameras and microphones everywhere, as well as getting a guy to play our manager, the one who was going to make all their dreams come true. As our crew created the video village next door, girl after girl came in, hoping for their big break. First, the girls were tested to see how far they were willing to go for a shot at the big time.
I work with a lot of big time people, and you got to have the look to make this happen. You know, what I'm getting at is cosmetic surgery. And I have to ask, is that something that you would consider?
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Are there any procedures that you would be willing to undergo?
It would just be nice if, like, I could look longer.
You can actually get extensions put into your shins.
Oh, really?
And you can actually become, 3 inches taller. The trade-off is, you might spend 6 months in bed. And is that something that you do?
Yeah.
You said you just recently lost a fair amount of weight.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a procedure where the hips are actually broken. It takes several months to heal. But at the end, people have virtually, a perfect figure. They're able to get back what they would have had, and that's something you'd be willing to do?
Yes.
Gosh, he was just talking about stuff I've never heard of before. Lengthening of the shin, and the actually have heard of that, but that's crazy surgery that they do in other countries. And then the hip thing. So Shanice, you said that you would get your hips broken if there was a 6-month recovery to be famous.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Even if it was a procedure you never heard of before.
Yes.
Really? And then who was the one that he talked about the lengthening? Was that you, Sharita?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. And what did you just seemed like you were down for that?
I am.
Why?
It's hard being 4'11 and a half. So to be, just
but a lot of actors are very short. A lot of them.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter. He said that you can be famous and do those things. Why? And why are you tearing up, Jennifer?
I feel like he led me on. I was led on. I was so excited about this whenever I got that interview or whatever, and I was just so excited, and I just felt like I was led on. I felt that when I came here that my life was just beginning. And I don't feel like that anymore. I just feel like my dreams were just done.
No, you know what? You came here and your life is beginning. And this is a gift that we are giving you to show you how people will prey on you when you want something so badly. And I can tell you want it so badly. I can see from not even just tears, because sometimes tears are just water coming out of the eyes, but I can feel that you want this so badly. But when you hear the stories that Shanice has been through and Tasha has been through, we're trying to make sure that doesn't happen to you. Okay? So this is the first day of the rest of your life to understand that maybe you want this, and maybe it's not the worst thing in the world to want this, but there's a healthy way to go about it. Okay, and it's not the way that you're going about it now. These ladies say that their friends and family members are not supporting their dreams. Willie is Shanice's boyfriend. So I understand that Shanice likes to spend money, a lot of money on things that she's not supposed to spend money on.
Yes.
Tell me about the photo shoot money.
Well, once I gave her money to pay a light bill with, and when I come back home one day, the lights were off.
The lights were off?
The lights were off. And I asked her what she do with your money, and she pulled out an envelope, and there's some pictures that wasn't even worth the money.
So you spent the money on a photo shoot? How much did that photo shoot cost?
That one was $170.
$170 when you should have been paying that light bill. And you're about to cry too. Why?
I'm just upset.
Why are you
I want
upset?
it so bad. And I've been through so much trying to pursue these dreams since I was a little girl. And it's just hard, when you have no guidance. It's just, you do anything. You don't know, you're not supposed to spend money on photo shoots or modeling agencies. And
you know you're not supposed to spend money on a photo shoot. You're supposed to pay your light bill first. You know that.
Yeah.
Right? And you know that you're not supposed to spend money on a modeling agency. I'm sure you heard somebody say that to you before. Right?
Yeah.
Who did you hear say that before?
You. I got it from you.
Exactly. I've said that 1,000,000 times on TV.
Yeah.
1,000,000 times. So far, we know that the ladies are willing to endure extreme plastic surgery, extreme crazy stuff never heard of. Now let's see what else they were willing to sacrifice.
Back at the fictitious talent agency, the interviews with the 5 girls continued.
It's important that to get in the public eye and get people to want to be interested in Paris Hilton. They all do certain things that get them in the headlines. I have to find out what it is that you would be willing to do in order to grab the spotlight. First, we'll use the example of a sex tape. Is that something you'd consider doing?
Consider, yes.
What would be different about yours?
Maybe just somebody that people would never think. I know it's kind of scandalous, but somebody who's married or something like that.
I need to get an idea of some things that you might do.
Pretty open to any,
Nude photography?
Nude photography.
Any rumors about yourself that you could create?
We could make up a story about me being arrested.
Okay, for what?
Drugs in my trunk.
Yeah. Okay.
I had a pound of cocaine in my trunk.
There you go.
And I was actually intoxicated while driving.
would you consent to, leaking nude photographs? Would you? Are these things you do? Can we make you a lesbian?
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Anything that works for you.
Are you willing to